Hi, everybody.
Hey, I have one technical question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Uh, Don McCollister said Ryan sent me a Zoom link to the vinyl. Listen in the waiting room, but can't get in. Any
He's here.
ideas?
He's
Oh,
here. I see him.
where is he? I don't see
He's here
everybody
by
on the
name
queue.
only. I think he's in by name. I think he's turned on.
There he is.
Sorry, guys.
Looking fresh too.
I don't have the proper background. No.
I'm
Someone told
getting
me
a-
there was like a background competition.
I thought I would go with an appropriate critic background. That's what I pulled up.
I like it.
I'm here to be the
Mine
critic.
is definitely a spaceship. So, yeah,
Hold
Don mixed the new one. He made it into something.
I don't know about that. You guys made it something. I just mixed it.
So this original idea was kind of somewhere between Andrew's and Brandon's, where Andrew's like, "Man, we need another song for the record because it would be cool to have a record called In the Time Machine that has a song that we just made now, right? As if we kind of stepped out of the freaking time machine and this is what we got." And Brandon had this like crazy idea that what happens if we reinterpret some of the songs with the new Dark Water attitude, which is this band that Brandon and Benji and I are in, and it turns out that I think Dark Water, we've been rehearsing it as Billy Pilgrim for a long time, like how to like be on stage and not know what's going to happen next, which is what a lot of that band is about. And the last few years of the final times in the late 90s, early 2000s that Andrew and I were playing, and we were playing with Brandon, and we were kind of just making it up, but we knew how the song went. We just didn't care where it wandered off to. Is that about right, Andrew?
I would say that's 100% right. Yeah, we became very improvisational as a trio, right? And now having Benji sitting in, we actually have a very talented and flashy guitar player as well.
It takes a lot of pressure off.
Totally. Yeah. So in that time period, I'm a carpenter now, and I'm a lot clumsier with my hands. I play guitar more like this. Anyway, it was incredible for me because you guys are so versed and so well. You're a well-oiled machine creatively, Darkwater now, and now to come in from this spot in a time machine and sit here when I've been out of it for so long, it's a serious luxury, you know. I mean, to play with that caliber of talent around me when I come in and play, it's like, whoa, you know. And oftentimes I'm not ready, but that's okay. That's part of the fun.
It truly is. So Don and Andrew and Brandon and I did a bunch of these. Maybe some of y'all saw them, maybe you didn't. But we went back and listened to things that we made, and it had been a while since we listened to them, and we realized that first minute after you've just listened to it together, you're suddenly thinking things and asking things and remembering things and why did
Right.
you do this and did it suck and was this a good idea or a bad idea, and we were just having fun with it. So we thought it would be cool to do it with fans, like mainly because this stuff is new. You've got as much time with it kind of as we do.
It's true.
So welcome to our brain.
And I'll say one more impetus for doing this is vinyl math. Once we knew we wanted to put the record out as vinyl, then we had this problem of how to split up the sides, because there's just some inherent limits as to how much audio you can put on one side of a vinyl record. And in the Time Machine, as a record as it sat, was 1.5 sides. So there was this obvious, like, what happens to side 4? So that's a part of the decision as well, was sort of, we made space, well, let's fill it.
1 second. Sorry.
I will be first. I'm drinking Topo Chico during this.
I'm drinking the, oh, I can't do it in my virtual background. I'm drinking the, oh, it won't do it. Wild Heavens new Beltliner Saison.
Nice.
We got other drinks. Other drinks going on. Everybody got a drink.
I'm not there yet. I'll get there.
Not there.
My hibiscus iced tea that I
Hibiscus iced tea. Got some coffees represented, or at least some things in coffee-ish cups. That's good. Yeah.
Here's some party
A
people.
rosé.
Rico's got a jug of something.
Oh, there's a good. There's a good
Jalapeno margarita.
salty something.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
So are we going to go in the order on the record?
Right? That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So you would have flipped the record over and all the way up to the first one on side 4, right? All
Everybody
right.
ready? Everybody prepared?
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. It's very exciting. I'm hitting play.
Hallelujah, we covered the rent. Even got a little left over to spend. Gonna get you back into your dream and let me take you away. Been a while now, a year and a day. We've been hiding our eyes and running in place. But my heart is as full as the moon and it's starting to sway. Take the sun in your hand and the night in your mouth. Let go of those reins and let your love spill out. There's only one way that I'm talking about. Going all the way up, way up. Going all the way up, way up, way up. Going all the way up until we're dancing at the top of the world. Hallelujah, we all made it through. Send those telegrams, send the IOUs. Forgive them it all and falling back into the blue. Got no time to hold up this train till the promised land. We're on our way. Got to move through this pain to remember what's true today. Whatever it takes to see it all through. I'm not going back, I'm raising the roof. With the stars in my eyes and my heart in the truth. Going all the way up, way up. Going all the way up, way up, way up. Going all the way up until we're dancing at the top of the world. Until we're dancing at the top. No matter what you got, no matter what you bring, together we'll get those angels to sing. Hear 'em sing. Hallelujah, I'm coming back down. Gonna pick you up and spin you around. I sang into the back of the storm and it's a beautiful sound. Going all the way up, way up. Going all the way up, way up, way up. Going all the way up until we're dancing at the top of the world. Going all the way up, dancing at the top of all the way up, way up, way up. Going all the way up until we're dancing at the top of the world. Till we're dancing at the top of the world. Going all the way up, way up, way up. Going all the way up.
There we go. I don't think I've listened to that in a long time. It's really refreshing to hear. And it's really interesting to see people saying in the comments that they haven't listened to their vinyls yet because their systems aren't set up or they've broken needles. Which of course,
sure.
You're
That's
right.
where
like,
I'm at.
I'm between vinyl systems too right now. Like I've moved and I didn't set it up, right? So yeah, people are hearing this for the first time, which I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, interesting.
What strikes me about it, Christian, is it kind of reminds me, and Don, of something that we would have done on Words Like Numbers, because it's so fly by the seat of your pants. It's like we didn't plan it out. We didn't. It's just written like how in about the same time span and the way we used to record it back then. Does it strike you that way at all, Christian?
Yeah, it went down really fast.
Yeah.
And it seems a little maybe unconscious or subconscious going on. Like we had been talking like we'd call each other on the phone and be like 3 hours later. And we're like, wait, did we talk about what we needed to talk about? It's just we just hadn't caught up in so long that we were spinning in this kind of circle of how do we go retell the story of the band? And
yeah.
And I think you guys captured that energy that was going on. I mean, this was early pandemic.
Right.
And you guys were super charged up at being reconnected. And I think this song really captures that bubbly, that energy, that that optimism. You know, there's this weird, when I think back about like last April, there was this weird like terror optimism that I think we've lost in the pandemic. Right now it's life and we're kind of getting out of it and back to whatever. But there was this period where we're all like, oh, this is really scary. And I'm going to write the great American novel and lose 20 pounds. And like, I'm going to take advantage of this, right? Yeah. And that's what this song kind of reminds me of, is that like that spirit and energy that was going on.
Yeah, that spirit. Exactly right. The first time I heard it,
I remember
this song has a great spirit. That's exactly what I said to myself. Like on first listen, it was just like, that feels really good.
And I remember coming across an article in the New York Times Magazine about Vesper flights, they're called. They're the bird, the swift, and I brought it to Christian. And so really that imagery, Vesper swifts are like chimney swifts, they call them, right? They're Gothic looking little black birds that fly in real dense flocks that like they're recognizable without, like, I didn't know exactly what a swift was, but it was a fascinating article, and especially about in the middle of COVID, what these little birds do in Vesper flights. There are a certain amount of them, but just a couple of them that are basically, they go up into the atmosphere, way up, and they look at what's coming at them, storms or whatever else, and then they come back and they let the flock know what's going on, and those are called Vesper flights. And I told Christian that, and I was like, in the middle of COVID, right? Yeah. It's like, that's